Welcome to episode 20 of the Laced Up Podcast. I'm your host. First name Dunn, last name P. Yeah, don't start hating on me. The show just started, dog. Let's go.
It's your boy Bowler.
Steph here.
And it's Bentley.
And once again, we have some beautiful artwork behind us. You'll see artwork on display every week with us. I'm going to kick it to Bentley to let him give you guys some more information on the artwork.
Our Jordan painting is from Travell327. You can contact him on Instagram. He does custom paintings, mostly canvases, so hit him up. And again, that's on Instagram, Travell327. Appreciate you, my guy.
Awesome. And the two outside canvas paintings are from Kimmy. You guys know, y'all seen her before, designer, sneaker designer. She does all types of stuff. She has apparel, and these canvas pieces are for sale, so pick up whatever you like on this show.
And what's her Instagram?
Kimmy Kamitsky Art.
Cool. So, without any further ado, let's get into our very special guest today. He goes by the name of Killa Kyleon. Man, welcome to the show.
How y'all doing?
Welcome, brother.
Thank y'all for having me.
I got a ton of questions for you, bro. I hope you're ready.
We got a list.
I like to talk like
Yeah. Let's do it. So let's jump right into it. First, we want to tackle a little music first. What's going on with the music? We gonna have anything coming out soon, or what are we looking like?
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna drop on Christmas and New Year's, but due to like the features that I'm overloading on the project, so the theme of the project this go around is called HT Alien. That's the name of the project, and the concept comes from Outkast's AT Aliens.
Got you.
So I tapped into the classic side of it, like really just feeling like I'm an extraterrestrial to everything that's going on, because music has changed so differently that sounds are a lot different. And to go back to a sound that's really hasn't really been used or really manifested out here like that, it's just me tapping into a whole nother different sound and just really evolution in the sound. So that's why I feel like I'm an alien. I feel like the older that I've gotten, the better I've gotten.
For sure. That's what everybody, I think. I think that I started seeing you freestyle in the car when you're on the move, and I thought that was dope. You were one of the first people I seen do that. So where did you come up with that concept from? What made you do that? What made you start putting that out on the ground?
Yeah, so basically anybody that knows me, like I like to channel my music and my craft around the greats. So Hov got this song called Lyrical Exercise.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And I feel like when you're a lyricist, you gotta always not only take care of your body, but your mind. So that's why I do a lot of research and I do a lot of reading. So to do an exercise with my mind and lyrically, what I do is I do those car freestyles.
Gotcha.
And it's pretty much to keep me up to speed with what's going on and really challenging myself. Like I say, I hear a lot of things, but I don't listen to a lot of things.
Right.
I got you.
Because the thing about being an artist and just being a creative, you ever notice when you're a creative, if you tap into something somebody else is doing, you'll tend to find yourself kind of leaning towards what they doing. So what I do is I hear what's going on, and like I said, I channel my stuff around the greats. If you ever notice Hov always stayed in a relevant pocket. So it's all about being a lyricist, being that rapped in kind of Dr. Seuss's way.
Yep.
Now,
For sure.
but you still need that lyrical content. So what I do is to keep myself on my toes and be competitive with myself, I lyrically exercise my brain.
Man, that's beautiful, man. You keep referencing Hov. We're gonna be best friends, man. I don't know who your best friend is now, but I might have to take over.
I got a
man.
question for you. When we gonna get another candy paint Texas plate?
I'm working. So what I've been doing and what I get in arguments with every night is I'm constantly in the studio. So what I'm doing
That mixtape
is,
series was ridiculous. I remember I lifted one whole summer to that mixtape. To both of them actually. The first two.
So what I'm doing, what I've been working on a lot in 2020, I worked so much to where I wanted to, for the next 4 quarters, so each quarter I'm gonna drop a project. Okay. So and that's really what I wanted to do because you gotta think we're in the microwave era.
Yeah.
Everybody want everything off the microwave and not the stove.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta pretty much, in order to maintain relevance in this digital era, you gotta constantly you know, the audience has ADD.
Yeah, we're in the playlist era.
Yeah.
We're in the playlist era
Yeah.
of music
But
right now.
it's always cool to have an abundance of it.
Right.
For sure.
So the more you have, the merrier. Because the one time you pull back, they're gonna damn near forget what you got going on. It's a new rapper damn near every day.
Right.
But what makes it even more cooler is that if you're a relevant rapper and you doing what you doing, all you gotta do is do you. You don't have to do what everybody else doing.
Right.
Just do you and feed your audience.
Right.
And then your audience is gonna allow you to gain more fans.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What you got, Steph?
So, getting into sneakers, like how did you get into sneakers, and how do you kind of tie it into your art?
So the thing about tying sneakers into art, you know, hip hop always was about fashion.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, being from the hood, I tell a lot of people, like, I come from the era where being fresh was everything.
Yeah.
That's a
Like,
fact.
to me, every day was the first day of school.
Right.
And
Lay that fit out.
Yeah.
Anybody that know me know that's been my thing my whole career, even in music, because I tap into the guys that was always fresh to me as rappers. Like Fab is one of my, not only one of my homeboys, but one of my favorite rappers. Always been fresh. Nas, always been
Super
fresh,
fresh.
And ahead of the curve. And it's not many that tend to tap into that to that side of fashion where, you know, you can always do it all. But I feel like throughout hip hop and coming up in the 90s, late 80s, you always seen certain artists stay fresh.
That's a fact.
And that goes along with your actual music too, because I wouldn't really even listen to nobody that wasn't fresh. You know, I come from the hood, and that's really where it all started, because look at the way high-end fashion is, and even the low-end. Everything started in the hood. Hip-hop started from right there. The broke people determined what was fresh.
Right.
That's a
That's
fact.
funny.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Not the rich. It was
Right.
always the people you in the bottom of the bottom. All we had was that. You know, back when Jordans came out, probably only to basketball season, but then when Jordans was like $90 with tax 110. You
Yeah.
know, back then when it started like this.
Right.
So
Yeah.
my fascination with it and my fixation with it has been ever since I was a kid. From '84 when that man walked on the court.
Yeah.
So you talked about a lot of change from now throughout the years.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot. The sneaker game has changed a whole lot. What's one of the things that's changed about it that you do like now?
That I like the fact that we have an abundance of sneakers, that we have so many different flavors. But what I don't like is, see, back in my day, I was the dude to wear that. They was like, man, nigga wearing this brother shit. He wearing this brother
Right,
shit.
right.
He wearing this. Nah, me and my brother never had the same thing at all. But I always wanted to be the dude with the exclusive joints, like joints that nobody had or before. I always wanted to have it before you. Cause remember, like when Jay's drop, it'd be like during the week.
Yeah.
It'll drop during the week, probably like on a Wednesday or something, probably like around about 9 a.m. and noon. We'll skip school.
My dad used to hit up Westwood Mall and get my stuff.
Westwood.
Yeah, so, you know, that was the thing. They would always see me coming in damn near every store. Like, I'm going to skip school. Lunchtime, we gone.
Out of there.
We gone, or I'm gonna come in the next day or even before then. And when I start having partners in Foot Locker and Champs and everywhere, I'm coming in that day, that morning. I'm gonna walk in there, they gonna be like, damn, he done got him again.
So, you being from Houston, what neighborhood are you from?
So I grew up and I'm originally from South Park, but I went to school on the north side. So my mother's from Trinity Garden and my dad's from South Park, dead end. So being that my brothers and everybody was older and me tapping into the street side of what I had going on, my mother didn't want me around that.
For sure.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? So she like, nah, you going to school on the north side. And then the younger generation of my family, everybody was on the north. The older and all of the hustlers in the street dudes was on my pop side. So,
Gotcha.
you know, I be tending, when school's going on, I'm on the north side. When school's not in, I'm on the south side. So
Gotcha.
pretty much the best of both worlds. And
Right.
if you're a Houstonian, like to most people from the south side, this people from the south side never seen the north.
Nah, that's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie. I think till I was in my 20s, first time I went to the north side.
Yeah.
It's a different world.
Man,
up
it's
there.
different.
It's different though, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely a whole different type of vibe completely. Like from being from this end and also being on that end and having family just all over. So I pretty much had a gumbo of everything because I had relatives and friends everywhere. Like my mom really wasn't the type to like, I'm gonna shackle y'all down. Like we moved freely, bro. I'm telling you, Metro was my partner. They're waiting that 15 minutes, kid.
And having family in the South Side and the North, did they have different styles? Everybody likes different
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can answer that.
So this my thing. Like everybody, me growing up, I always had cable. So I'm real big on the East Coast. That was my whole thing. My favorite rappers were East Coast rappers. The way that the fashion, the way that they dress. Niggas thought I was a New York nigga all the way through and through.
That's crazy.
Simply because they didn't even know where the hell I was from, because any and everything that was on Yo MTV Raps or Rap City, I had that shit. Literally everything. It wasn't nothing you couldn't miss me with. From the sneakers to the fashion at the time, like everything. I was really into the whole thing of it, because it's like when you growing up, man, and you seeing that. I knew from Jump Street I was gonna either be one of three things. I was either gonna play ball, I was either gonna be an artist, and I'm gonna be a rapper. And I knew from the jump that's what I was gonna do. I was fascinated with the art of hip hop, and you gotta understand, athletes want to be rappers, rappers want to be athletes. That's that's the cycle of it.
It is.
So as you talk about fascinations, when did Killa get fascinated with shoes, and did it happen as only like Jordans, or when did you start getting into the designer thing? Because you do a good balance of both.
Yeah, so my whole life, so my aunts, all of my aunts, my grandmother's sisters worked for Neiman Marcus for 40 to almost 50 years since the son bitch was open.
Damn.
And even when Saks Fifth Avenue was Sakowitz, it worked in there.
Wow.
So my whole entire life coming out the womb, bro, it was Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all that. It wasn't nothing. Like, I hear a lot of guys like to do that cap and like they struggle, they did this. I don't know what the hell that was. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I never knew what the hell that was. I was a nerd and a street dude at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
combination.
I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it wasn't just Jordans. It was a gumbo pot of everything. Like, even when you told me to bring my sneakers, it's like I couldn't bring just 3. It's like every sneaker that I really bought really meant something to me growing up. So it's like it was certain joints. Like, you had the Agassiz. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the Dion's.
Yes, sir.
You had the Champions. See, a lot of people what I tell a lot of people what they did with hip hop is where we almost had gentrification in hip hop.
Yeah.
To whereas everything that was cool back then is still cool, but it made too much money. So they had to kind of like gentrify it and turn it down to turn up everything else in designer. Cause you gotta think, back in the day in the 90s, designer was popping, but it wasn't popping like that, because we couldn't really afford a lot of it.
Right.
So you had guys like Dapper Dan and all them tapping in to making custom joints for whatever you couldn't afford, where he made it affordable for the hood. But growing up, like, one of my favorite joints that you got to be of the age demographic to know, Champion used to make these suede joints. Suede Champions. Bruh, they came in bubblegum blue, purple, like a raspberry blue. They had some red joints, some black joints. This probably, I'm in middle school, bro. I had every last color. This when you matched the starter jackets. And you had your satin starter jacket and your starter pullover. You had to have this, and you had to have that.
Yeah,
to
you
where
did.
it was damn near that with your hockey jerseys and all that. But you had to be a fresh nigga to even know.
Keep your mechanical pencil in that pouch in the front.
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
So recently there was a interesting comment made on the internet by someone.
Yeah.
Mr. Offset said that he was leaving designer alone, and what was his claim was y'all weren't wearing Jordans back then.
Mr.
What did he
Versace
say, 5 years ago or something like that?
Yeah,
He
something
said
like
he
that.
was
Something
one
like
of
that, 5 years ago.
So he
But
just
that's what he
gonna-
said.
He said he did that.
So he just gonna act like sneakerheads don't exist, right?
Right,
So
exactly.
that's the biggest cap Lee has probably got. I don't think they got no 10 by 10 and a half in that something. That's cap.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Super
Circus
kizzy.
big top.
Right.
circus director
super
cap.
kid,
Yeah.
man.
And I don't mind, Offset, saying
Yeah,
what
no
he said.
doubt, no
you can
doubt.
You can say whatever you want to say.
But think about it. When you get money, bro,
You
got
have access to everything.
Yeah.
You got so much. So I'm gonna tell you how influential hip hop is right now. Like I said, it's almost a gentrification process that's going on. Look at everything like Fubu, Iniche, Cross Color. I know I'm leaving out a lot of those brands that were huge brands.
Academics.
Academics,
Yeah.
everything that was huge brands at the time that was thriving. When you had Sean John, you had Rockawell. When you had Rough
Everything,
Rider,
they all dead now.
anything that a rapper said and attached itself to was the shit.
Right.
And so what they did was we gonna get with them and we gonna buy that shit not because it's hot, but to turn it down and turn up what we got because we not making no money.
Right.
So anything a rapper attached itself to, we determine what was flying, what was not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when a lot of designer been here and it's been popping, but it's at an all-time high now to where I really feel like that's why I like to do a mix of everything simply because you'll get lost in the sauce in it, and plus it's seasonal if you know the drip.
Very.
And see with me,
Exactly.
with the way it's going now, it's just certain shit that they making now that I can't even see myself 3-4 years without wearing that shit.
Right.
Like it's over, and it has no longevity. Like as
Jordan 1.
like today, I'm telling my girl, like I was in my storage, I found all my Yeezy Louis. It'll do better for me selling that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we were
To
just talking about that shoe.
gotta keep those.
That's the best designer shoe.
No,
ever.
I'm tapping into that. To me, that is the best form of a designer shoe that a rapper has made.
Yeah.
The the chain reactions, them is completely trash to me.
Oh, 2 Chainz. Oh yeah, that was a
Dumpster
fail.
juice trash.
That was trash.
Tit my boy, I don't mean no
they were cool
disrespect.
at the
Tit.
moment.
Nah, they
But
went cool.
it goes back to what I
It's
said.
cool at
Like
the moment.
it's a moment with shit. It's nothing timeless.
Right.
Like,
you can't wear it 5 years
think
from
about
now.
it, bro.
But what designer shoe is timeless?
That's timeless.
Oh,
The SL.
the
So,
YSL low
the
top.
You think the
YSL,
YSLs
the YSL is
It's timeless.
timeless.
I still feel like right now, and it might just be me. If I have my ones on, you have your YSLs on. Somebody's gonna be like, I like his ones a little bit more.
Oh, definitely. They come with
Definitely.
they come
In
with more
this- in
flavor.
this
I'm saying, is that
generation
timeless
now.
now?
In
That's
this
still
generation
timeless,
now.
still timeless.
But
It's
to
still
us,
timeless.
in our age demographic, it's certain pieces that are timeless. Like the classic Gucci's, those are timeless.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Those are timeless. Like to me, a shoe that I think that's going to be timeless is that Dior Chuck Taylor. I
Okay.
feel like that's gonna be timeless.
But
and it's
again,
certain-
is that shoe made from itself?
no.
No.
So
You
I
see
can
what I'm
tap
saying?
into that.
That's what I'm saying. You
No,
see what I'm
Of
saying?
course
So
not,
it's
yeah.
not like what when I say that, what has been made in itself to be timeless.
But that goes back to
But
what
that's
I was
all-
just
but
saying.
that- but-
Everything microwave and not the
Every-
stove.
everything
Gets copied.
gets copied,
Yeah,
especially
man.
from hip hop.
Yeah,
Everything's
man.
been
It's gonna get
Look at
copied.
the Stan Smith and the
What's the shoe everybody
the
buying?
McQueen.
the McQueen.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's the white Air Force One of designers.
Yeah.
That's your Air Force One of the designers.
That's a good way of putting it. Never
Nah,
thought
So
of it
you
like
think
that.
about it. So what they're
wouldn't wear that
doing now,
shit.
they manifesting into going into that. So just the past 3-4 years, high-end designers are tapping into the sneaker culture now because they see how the sneaker culture is thriving.
Yep.
And you asked me a question earlier about what I like. I have more dislikes now than I have likes, simply because it's too much access and it's too hype beasty now.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
to where
Extremely.
you can't even get a certain shoe. Like I like when you could get a one, and that bitch was a one and done. You ain't you.
Yeah.
And my girl be like, "Why you don't never wear this and why you don't never wear that?" Nah, because them joints, while everybody wearing them joints, I'm gonna come pop out probably about a year
When
later
they not wearing them.
when
Yeah.
ain't
They're not,
nobody
yeah.
wearing them joints
I had a
and
conversation.
flush them.
I had a conversation
let 'em
today
sit.
about access to all the ones that came out. How many people can actually say they had ones that were made in 2012?
I can say I got
Right.
yeah.
And those are the real ones that should be able to get access to these shoes. That's me.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
we've been in this, we've been buying these now because it's hype and everybody's on them. The people who really love these shoes don't have access.
At all.
Yeah.
None.
Zero access. And people ask me all the time, "Hey, you gonna get these?" No.
The
If I don't hit
dudes-
all sneakers, no, I'm not getting them.
The
Right.
dudes selling sneakers now are the drug dealers. now.
Right.
Oh, that's for sure.
It's crack.
That's what I said. That's what I
Resellers-
said.
It's
For sure.
crack. Yeah, it's
Resellers
crack.
are
You
the
said that.
new drug
Yeah.
lords,
Yeah.
bro.
They are. I told Shoes he was a mafia leader.
Right.
But
Right. He putting it out there.
definitely. But Killa, you be on the road, you mixing and mingling with these other rappers. Have you ever ran into somebody who has a shoe collection that is
Not to be played with.
when
Fab.
you look like man,
Fab.
Fab.
God.
Fab.
Yeah.
Fab, Jim Jones, Slow Bucks,
Bucks.
all these cats, East Coast cats.
Yeah.
Shit, my dog in here got a tough one. Bent.
Yeah, nah, Benny.
It's
definitely.
like certain, and it's like I don't brag, but I can brag a little bit. You know? I have, this is my obsession. I have 3 storages. I've taken over my closet at home. My room at my mother's house, I pay rent on that room to keep shoes.
There you go.
So that's the equivalent
problem.
of
I was
5
about to
Yo,
say,
man.
that might be a
storages.
problem.
Wow.
To the point to where everybody is like, bro, you have to stop.
Man, it's an addiction.
It is.
It is.
But
It's an addiction.
When are y'all gonna get to the point? And I'm gonna say y'all, because I ain't putting myself with y'all. When are y'all gonna get to a point where y'all gonna be picky and choosy about when y'all gonna buy shoes?
I
and
am.
Stop buying a bunch of shoes.
I am. So I have a certain someone that's around me that puts a key in my back. So when you got a significant other that is into, it's damn near like you got your best friend as your right hand and they got the same addiction.
Oh yeah.
To where it's fights,
Yeah,
bro,
nah.
on who gonna get what.
Ooh wee.
It's squabbles
Yeah.
on who gonna get what. And I got the plug.
It's serious.
So it's to the point to where I got the plugs. I've always had the plugs to where a lot of my plugs kind of water themselves down because everybody done turned in the Chapo with the kicks now. So it's like, nah, the West Coast got to get these today, and this hood got to get this.
man,
And then
come
you
on.
got to think everybody that's new money now. They spending a bankroll,
Oh,
so
they don't
think
care.
about it.
They don't
If
care.
you
They
got
don't
this,
care.
so I got the most known size. Like I'm a 12 by way of 11 and a half.
11 and a half
And if
is-
you're a sneakerhead, ones run a size bigger. So you can do 11, you pressing it, but the 11 gonna be perfect. I don't like creases. So I perfected the duck walk. So
I could never get that. Like,
I perfected
creasing every single
I
sneaker.
perfected the walk
Yeah,
in school.
yeah.
I perfected it.
Increasing
So
nothing up.
I don't crease up nothing. So at the end of the day, like it's crazy now the way it's went, cause it's like every week, bro, to where it's an argument, literally.
I think you just need to go pass
I
them.
do
pass
that,
them off more.
but it's just it's just like Pookie from New Jack City.
It's
That's what I'm
crack.
telling you.
It's crack.
What's your most recent cop?
Everything you done cop.
See, I don't cop a lot of
I was
stuff.
about
Y'all
to say,
gotta
I'm
stop
glad you
saying
said that.
Let him know.
Try to
Kyle.
tell Bentley is the one
This
that gets
Negro,
everything.
I
listen,
don't
me
buy a
and
lot
this
of stuff.
Negro be having the same. I know we deal with the same people. I know we
I'm
do.
glad somebody agrees.
This
with me.
Negro gets everything like we get everything. Stop.
Well, speaking of your collection, we're gonna tap into it. We're gonna see the goodies that you brought for us, man. We can't wait to see. So let's check out these kicks that Killa brought for us.
Let's go.
Go, Killa.
The first 2
go
joints,
down
bro.
on
This
this
is my
one.
childhood right here talking. Air Revolutions, bro.
Oh man.
That's what the 3s are built off of. Anybody that's a collector know, if you know these, we'll call them, you showing your age, these radio right here.
The radio
Nah,
right here.
for sure.
Radio!
Yeah.
You can tell these some bitches in pristine condition.
Nah, that's good. Let me help
Yeah,
you.
so
Look at the bottom. The bottom is even
Come
very
on, bro.
3-ish.
yeah, so they built. So this is the design that the 3 is originally built off of. That's why
That's
I brought
crazy.
this, because a lot of people that's not familiar with how Nike does when they do remakes, and they do a lot of remakes, they take
They
back
cut.
from the old
Yeah.
to blend in with the new.
For sure.
And so that was the whole purpose. I felt like I had to bring that simply because a lot of guys that sneakerheads or claim to be sneakerheads don't know that. They'll see that like, oh, they look like a fake 3. Nah, that's what the 3 is actually built
Yeah.
off of.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
This is my favorite shoe in the world. Like out of all Jordans,
Come on, man.
this is My favorite.
Come
dress.
on, man.
I sold my pair.
How many times do you have that shoe? Let's
got
ask that.
4 pairs.
I was about to say
Come
that
on,
has been a
bro.
very retro shoe a lot by Nike.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this the actual, believe it or not, this the first one.
Which one? Which year
The
is that?
first retro.
Okay.
I don't know the goddamn years. I know this the first time they did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just like
The Olympics is probably one of the most iconic pairs.
Come on, bro.
bro,
It gotta
to me,
be.
to me. And then this one everybody really don't have.
I sold
Hey,
mine.
how about speaking of that 7? Did y'all know it's a 7 on the back of that shoe?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's
I was
seven.
it was like 2 weeks ago when I
Oh,
seen
come
that post.
on, Bentley.
What? Yeah, I
I
knew
seen that
that.
post.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know, never noticed.
I'm gonna go because like everything. So anybody know me know I'm an obsessive Jordan fan. And I'm an obsessive LeBron fan because Jordan is LeBron's favorite player. They both the goats to me. I'm not finna argue that with nobody
Yeah.
in here. That's just what I feel. But Dream Team, like when I first seen these, I actually started to bring the whole blast, but then like, nah, just bring certain. Like damn near every from the Ewing to the Pippen.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the Barkley.
I think the Barkley might be low key the
Barkley's
best
my-
one.
Man.
That's my favorite.
I
one.
think,
had
I think
him.
it low
And
key
I
might
started to
be.
bring that
Yeah.
one too, but I want to tap into my
The
other,
other
The
one.
other one.
the other one, the first one. I want to tap into what bro got on. This is like I call these these joints here, bro. Like I swear to God, like
What you call him? What you call him, Killer?
these just back in the day we used to call them the Dookie Brown joints.
Yeah.
Dookie Brown.
We call these the Dookie Brown joints. You know they call them the olives or whatever, but to me, out of the 9s, bro, it's nothing. The only thing close to these are the Carolina.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I had him.
Like, and I probably own like 30 pair of 9s.
Wow. That's your favorite? Is that your favorite pair?
Every pair that don't nobody really have, my favorite.
Gotcha.
The Benz, the only other joint that I think is the Benz.
Okay.
The Benz are dope, but the Benz not even fucking with these. to
Yeah,
me.
no.
Like,
A lot of the
dope and-
Olives are definitely slept on.
yeah,
Oh,
my favorite
for sure.
shoe of all time is just the New York nigga, the fake New York nigga in me. Bo Jackson's, bro.
come on,
Okay.
man.
And these the original balls.
Yeah, you got 34 on
Yeah,
the
the
back.
34 on the
Retro
back.
Wow.
Keys, but if it ain't the 34 on the back,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
them joints ain't worth the
That
damn.
I like that right there.
What
Let me see
what
that
year is that? What year is that right there, Killer?
Yeah. I can't remember which year actually.
It
but
said in the shoe. Look,
yeah,
look,
it's gonna
Ben.
say it in the shoe.
Then we
09.
gonna find it.
Ooh, wee.
Oh,
09.
09?
That's
Yeah,
dope. That's dope.
Like my collection so
Raiders jacket.
dumb.
Raiders.
I like them.
Like who has
I tell-
09 sitting in their closet?
So me.
I do-
The
I do
part,
too.
like I ended up finding I went to cleaning out and I found probably like 20 pair from high school.
Wow. You wear the same size
So
shoe.
back then I was right at 11.
Oh, okay.
So I could
okay.
still fit some of them joints, but
Yeah.
it wasn't really nothing much I can do with them. But I'm a hoarder with shoes.
Got you.
I'm like a hoarder. I'm a straight hoarder with them.
Got you. Got you.
I
Got
don't.
you.
Them shits are sitting there till I feel like I want to wear them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they sit till I feel like I want to wear them because it's just something about, bro, a fresh pair of kicks, bro. Like just to have them. And if you're a real sneakerhead, you gonna have you some dead stocks.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they gonna say one dead. Nah, I gotta have me a good 2 or 3 pair.
Got you. Got
That's how Mike and everybody, like my other favorite shoe that I didn't bring is the Agassi, what the Yeezys are built off of.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
The
sure.
Agassi, the original joints though. The original joints.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't do Jordan. Like to me, you got a lot of it's different levels to it. Like you got some guys that's Jordan guys. Me, everything from my childhood
Right.
is really what I got to have.
Got you.
You
So,
speak. You
like-
speak of all the shoes that you got. What's one shoe that you don't have that you need or you thinking about purchasing
Yeah.
The only shoe that I don't have.
besides the off-white fours that you took a L
Yeah,
on?
I took it. But the thing is, there was so many goddamn fakes that I ain't even. The only joints that I don't have now that I've been crying about is the Off-White 5.
Okay.
That's the only one that I don't have.
Which one? Which
The
color?
original colorway.
The
Black one.
the black.
Yeah, but I also want that one that's finna come. I gotta have that one.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you,
The
Killer.
bread
You done,
joint.
You didn't bump Bentley
Bentley
down
down.
again. Yeah.
Once
Yeah,
again,
every time
Bentley
somebody
dropped
brings
out of the
something
top
It's gonna be
five.
last.
we gotta go at
We
Bentley.
might as well just take Bentley's episode
you gotta
off.
take Bentley out, but your collection is dope, bro.
Dropped
And
out.
for you to have shoes dating back to '09, I'm pretty sure you got more
Yeah,
dating
that's
back
sick.
further than that.
Yeah, it's a sickness. Like it's a sickness, bro.
It's a good sickness. I love it.
It's
I
a
love
sickness. It creates arguments in the household.
Nah, for sure it
It's a
does.
sickness.
So speaking of creating arguments in the household, Bola, what do you get your shoes sent to?
Yeah,
What do I get my
Oh,
shoes sent to?
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah. Come on.
A lot of my shoes get sent to work.
Mine gets sent to my mama house.
That's just because
Oh my
when we
God.
moved, that's where my
Yeah, come on.
address was at.
There you go.
There you
there
go.
You go.
That's nice.
There you go.
That's nice.
There you a hater?
So
Wait a minute.
let me show
I'm
you what I
taking
do.
Go
notes.
ahead, kill it.
Cause the shit is out there. Nah, I can't hide it.
Can't hide it.
So certain shit I don't want seen, it goes to the T Jones house. And then I'm gonna pop out and like,
I've
it's gonna
been
be
there,
like,
did.
oh yeah? You ain't. I've been had
I've
these.
been had these.
Nigga, you ain't been had them.
Right,
nigga.
man, that bloodhound all on you. Good cap. When we going to the store?
I keep a big HEB bag in my car. So every time I go, cause I'm the only one that really check the mail at my house. So I'll come in with a HEB bag, put it on the table.
Kiki, you hear this? He ain't go to the store.
Say, wow.
He over here telling on himself and snitching on everybody else.
It's cool.
hope
It's
the ladies
cool.
are
It's
listening.
cool.
I wonder if anybody else feel
My
like
story every time is I got a deal on them I couldn't pass.
That's a good one. That's
Man,
a good
they
one.
got
For the low.
That's a good one.
the only
got a deal on my
deal.
couldn't
I'm gonna tell you
pass.
that's the one thing that I hate right now, bro. Like 1,000, bro.
Oh no, I'm not
Nah,
doing it
see,
though.
man, it's
I'm not
crazy.
doing
I
that.
can't do that.
I'm gonna tell you as far as I'm going, and I'm still gonna get everything. I'm not going over 75 to 100.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Man.
I will go buy some shit that I ain't gotta wait in line for.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I'm not. And then what I hate is what broke me from the going to 150, 200. When I see everybody got them shits, I'm like, bro,
I paid extra for everybody to have
paid
them.
extra for everybody to have them.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
No, I'm cool.
Before we get out of here and wrap things up, it's 2 verses that you've done that have stuck with me. And that's the verse on the Wiz joint. I can't think of the name.
Spotlight.
Spotlight. Come on, bro. I don't know what type of zone you was in but
I rap in the mirror.
Bro, that verse.
On God, I
ahead.
really do that. I don't tell. I rap in the mirror. I rap in the mirror. Like,
Bro.
cause I try to cause I feel like you only good as the last thing you did.
Right.
So the competitiveness in me is I gotta go harder than my last rap.
Right.
Yeah.
But that verse was ahead of its time, bro. When did that joint come out?
Oh.
Nah.
09.
Bro, that verse was
09.
so far ahead of its
Yeah,
time.
me and
it's
Khalifa
ridiculous.
full of that Kush reefer. Good drink that'll seat you.
Yeah,
Put you
boy.
to sleep and Louis on my peoples, but I see that bread clearly though. Yeah.
And then the joint you did with what's my man from Mississippi?
Crit, you talking
Crit.
about Moon and Stars.
Come on, bro.
Oh yeah.
Everybody love
Bro,
them
you
joints.
smashed that, boy.
Yeah.
Like for
I'm waiting
real,
for you and Lou to drop.
Ooh, yeah, you and Lou went hard too. You and Lou went
Waiting
hard
on
too.
it.
You and Lou.
That's my guy. Bro.
I'm waiting on it.
Nah, you and Lou went hard.
That's
Y'all,
my-
that was a dope
that's-
song.
That's my guy, bro. Like it's just certain. It's just, bro. When I first heard Lou, I knew Lou was gonna be better than what Lou was when I first heard him.
Oh, Lou
That's
different,
what's
man.
up, man.
That nigga different.
He's different.
Shout out Peanut.
Peanut.
You can't hold me, boy, but you alright.
Peanut.
Yeah. But before we get out of here, let's talk about what we got on our feet. So, Steph, let's start it off with you.
Easy 700s.
700s. What you got, Killer?
Man, I got the Scarface ones.
Tony
you know.
Montana.
Yeah, you know. Sneaker people, it has to have Nike Air on the tongue.
Please tell them. Say it
It
again.
has to have
Yeah.
Nike. It can.
Man, those
You
were one of the
you
most
have on the Miguel.
faked.
You got on the Miguel Jordans. if they don't have the Nike Air on there, those are the Miguel Jordans.
Miguel.
Those are not Michael
Oh,
Jordans.
man. I got on the Yeezy Sun. These actually look
Had
good,
an argument
man.
over those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Olive 9. I'm gonna pull a page out of Bentley. This is 2012s.
Hard.
Pulling up
Okay.
heat.
The
I
dope
got
boys had them.
2012 Royals on.
Royal.
I got a bad story
Yeah, I
about
hit
the
the
pair I
mark.
got.
It's definitely good. Man, Killa, we want to thank you so much for stopping by,
Yes.
bro. It's been a pleasure having you on for real,
Man, thank you so much. Thank y'all for having me, man. Y'all got a hella dope show.
Oh, we appreciate you.
My
Appreciate you.
Nah,
My
thank you
brother.
so much. Anything else before we get out of here, guys?
Good.
Well,
No Miguel Jordan.
well,
No
that's
Miguel's.
episode 20 of Laced Up. We out.
We out.
All right.